So I'm down to social media, right? Minding my own business. You know how I do it, y'all. I mind my own business, just strolling. And I ran across some of the blog posts, and one in particular caught my eye was um, Tommie from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Apparently got into it with Atlanta female rapper Akabar down at this girl's studio session. Now, the reason why this was some tea to me was because, I haven't been on the YouTube streets, in a couple of days. And I'll make my way back eventually, back on camera and back to doing what it is that we do down here with each other that we love to do. But in the meantime, in between time, I was reading up on what Tommie had going on, because this past Monday, we saw her really just show her absolute ass. And it seemed like when Tommie drinking, that's when she is really off the chain, if you will. Well, I got this story from Famous, and I actually found out there was a video actually involved with it too. It doesn't really show them fighting or anything, but the girl does do an interview with Famous, and it's recorded. So I'm going to link that down in the description box, or possibly the pinned comment, and you can go and listen to it and make the decision for yourself. But in short, this young lady say she was having her studio session. Tommie comes in. Apparently, Tommie is on that thing that Jocelyn kind of had when we liked her that first season and we kind of blew her up. See, fame ain't for everybody, because some people don't know how to handle it. And Tommie is clearly one that can't seem to handle it. She believes her own hype, and I really don't think she should do that, because just like we like you today, we can drop you tomorrow. That's just the way it goes in the world of entertainment. And so she comes in here and she's on this bravado, bitch, I'm in formation. I'm the princess, the queen, Beyonce, and all of that other shit. She coming there with that pomp and circumstance, and girl wasn't, she wasn't taken aback by it. In fact, she was very inviting, and she spoke to her, and Tommie had an attitude. Now, the one thing the girl did say was, of course, Tommie was drinking. When is Tommie not drinking? So Tommie had an attitude with her, and basically the girl Akbar ends up telling her, little girl, this is my studio time, and if you got that funky ass attitude, you might as well get to stepping, because I don't want to do anything down here in this studio, because when I rent the studio time, anything that happens is on me. Well, Tommie got an attitude with the girl, and they ended up getting into it, and from what I understand, Tommie got her ass whooped, and I can believe it. I can honestly believe it. Girl said she didn't want to fight Tommie, but what you ain't gonna do is come on my turf talking shit. So now it's a beef, because the girl done had to fight. She must have was putting hands on Tommie's ass, because she done broke her nails, and she's gotten suspended from the studio where she had rented the time to do her music. And my thing is this. If you go, everywhere you go, damn near you get into it with somebody, clearly it's something wrong with you. Drinking only makes it worse. And see, the thing about it is, y'all, I want to see Tommie win. I would love to see Tommie elevate and do better than Jocelyn. Even though I have no ill will toward Jocelyn, I just wanted to see Tommie win. But you can want that for a person all you want. But if they don't want that for themselves, you pretty much pissing in the wind. And that's the way I see it. This girl is clearly an alcoholic. And she act like she bipolar. And if all of that is going on untreated and undiagnosed, you got a walking time bomb on your hand. My biggest fear is that Tommie is going to self-sabotage herself so bad that she ends up in prison. Not just going to jail and doing a couple months here and there. I fear this girl is honestly going to do something that's going to cause her to lose her freedom for quite some time, because she done got a little money on her now. And with money, it make you a little bolder, especially if you ain't right in the head. And alcohol is not her friend. That girl did not, if you go and listen to this interview, this girl didn't want to fight her. She really didn't. She didn't even have no problem with Tommie. But Tommie came in there on one, and her excuse for having an attitude is I heard she been talking slick about me. Girl, people gonna talk about you till the day you die. As long as a bitch ain't affecting your coins, what does it matter? I've told y'all 1,001 times down here on YouTube, I don't give a shit about what a person say. If they ain't providing the 3 F's, that would be fucking, feeding, and financing. You just talking, bitch. You talking, and I'm living. And obviously, I'm living better than you because I got you in your fields because you got time to talk about me. It's one thing about people. When they got time to talk about your ass, you winning. Okay? Even if they talking negatively, which a lot of times they are, your ass is winning. So keep on doing what you're doing. But for Tommie, I'm very concerned as to what direction this lady headed in. She got kids, and how many mugshots do you want? How many times are you going to be given a second chance before your chances run out? Blessings come from the higher being, and even he has his limitations on the amount of foolery that he'll allow you to continue to do. And this woman, I don't understand this girl. I don't. It's like she been set up to win, but she is just self-sabotaging that entire situation she got going for herself. And I just really hate to see her go in this direction. You fighting folks just, and it's always, every time you hear about her in relation to a fighting or something, the one thing you always hear is that Tommie had a drink in her hand. Now, either she got some yes men around her that just want to get what they can get off of her and don't give a fuck about her well-being, or else she just a person who hearing the words coming out of people's mouth, but she don't care. I don't know what to say about that, but I just wanted to weigh in my opinion about how when you being blessed, get your shit together. If you want them blessings to continue to fall down on you, I would suggest you get it together, because I'm telling you something, the way Tommie going, she gonna end up in prison for real. She got a little money. She ain't got no real money. So she ain't gonna be able to buy her way out of no situation if she get herself in something deep enough. And then what if by some happenstance she continues to act out with people and she run up on that right one? See, this girl here just whooped her ass, and I do believe she got her ass whooped because I watched her live last night, and I could look at her and tell, nah, bitch, you lying. You lying. You is straight lying. And I'm not saying this as a person who doesn't want to see Tommie win. I want to see the girl win bad as hell, but I can't wish nothing for you if you don't wish that for yourself. It's just a sad situation. Every time I turn around, this woman is in the news or in the blogs and it's something negative. I don't hear nothing positive about this chick. Every time I turn around, something negative. Y'all remember just a couple months ago, I had came down here on the YouTube streets and told y'all that season 7 of Love and Hip Hop had to be halted for a certain amount of time because Tommie brought a gun on set to shoot Karen with. Now, we ain't seen Karen on this season so far, but we only 3 episodes in, I do believe. I don't know if we're going to get to see her or not. I did see Sass the other night when I was watching it. Watching Love and Hip Hop or whatnot, but yeah, I just wanted to come in and just, weigh my thoughts in on that situation. I see another situation I might come in and talk about too, because it looked like Tristan Thompson then got caught up yet again. See, that just go to show you, Chloe, the way you get them is how the fuck you lose them. You got that man when you knew this man had a baby on the way by that girl Jordan, and you did your Armenian voodoo princess ritual on his ass that y'all do on all black men and turn them crazy. Lamar, run, bitch. Run like Forrest. Run like Celia trying to get the netted in the color purple type of run. Don't go back. Don't you go back. Because she finna be vulnerable in her feelings. Don't you go back to that shit. God spared your life. You better get on and do what you can. Get your help you need and rebuild yourself in some kind of way. Do not go back to them Armenian voodoo princesses. Okay? That's it. And as for Tommie, Child, we gonna reach out the hands of prayer on this young lady, cause I don't think she realized that she has, she's going from fan favorite to least liked, cause her behavior is so erratic. Girl, you can't win like this. Get your ass some help. And to think she the one talking about a fucking wine label or wine company or developing her own wine. Girl, you don't need to deal with nothing dealing with alcohol. Go in there and make you some Jesus juice and put it on the market. But do not make anything with alcohol in it, because alcohol aggravates your bipolarism. And that's just all I feel about that. That's it. I had something to say. I done got it out of my system now. I'm finna take my ass to bed. Peace.